the shadows are devoured by even darker shadows, the curtain pulls back and reveals a world without light!
Hey, what's up? What's going on, YouTube? This is TR Bailey, and I'm coming at you guys with a top 16 deck profile. What's your name?
My name is Miles Valentino.
And what'd you play?
Played Infernity today.
And where are you from?
From Houston, Texas.
Alright, so let's just jump right into it.
Alright, 3 Archfiend, that's obvious. 3 Necro, double Monk. You can resolve him and pretty much win the game. Double Stygian, just 3 1-0s, the Armor Knight, the Grepher, and the Eris. A lot of people like the 2 Grepher and the 1 Armor Knight ratio, or just the double Grepher. I like this ratio perfect because you rarely draw this and the Monk together, so it's not bad. And that's it for the monsters, is 13. Lots of 1-0s, Rhoda, Launcher, Monster Gate.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, this is really good for continuing loops. Like, usually you can launcher into your Necro and your Archfiend, and you have to stop there if you open, like, Armor Knight with your Archfiend in hand. But with this, it allows you to keep going. So you can Monster Gate off your Archfiend, get an extra search with your Necro when you bring out the monster. So that actually won me a lot of games. It's really good. Foolish, Modify. I actually think I would have cut this for like a Forbidden Lance, because there are a lot of times where I wish I had something battle phase to stop, something versatile. But this is, I mean, it's okay, but I would have cut it.
Sure.
Book of Moon, Palabyrinth. This is really, really good. I kept running over Thunder Kings today with this. Like, I would activate it and summon like an Archfiend or a Stygian and just ram over the Thunder King, because Thunder King's obviously problematic, but this is really good. And you can search it with the Eris.
A lot of Phoebes today just opening Thunder King against you.
Yeah, like, yeah. Fire plays Thunder King now. So, like, yeah, so you kind of have to play
I think
this.
if you play Traps, you should play Thunder King.
Right, yeah.
I guess
yeah.
it's the
exactly, I agree. Yeah, so, and this lets your loops extend. So, anytime you have, like, an Archfiend and a Necro, you can keep going.
And you search that off the Harris play, right?
Yeah, you can search it off Harris and keep going. There are a lot of, this allows you to go +6 on your opening turn. Like, there are a lot of times where I have 5 monsters, 5 back row, and this. And
that's insane.
Yeah, and I pass turn and I'm +6, so. And I played 3 Night Beams and 3 MST.
How were the Night Beams for you?
Night Beams were like excellent. This is actually my MVP today. Because I hit I played Mermails round 1, I sphered the Abyss Sphere. I Night Beamed the Abyss Sphere. I played Geargiz round like 8 or something, and I hit the Gear with this.
And accidentally won?
Yeah, and accidentally won. And there were a lot of times where, like, against Bujins, like, if you look at what they play, if you take care of the Kaiser with like an MST, the other face down is problematic. Like, so if you open this and this, you can take care of both problems. And usually it's not the Kaiser that's the issue, it's the other card. So they can stall the game out with the Kaiser, and if you don't draw an answer out to the other face downs, then you'll lose to that. Sure. It'll be like a Phoenix Chain or something else annoying you can't get rid of. So this was perfect.
Another thing is skill drain was pretty big this weekend. A lot of Mermail decks were either main decking it or side decking it. How did you ever come to a scenario where skill drain was really hard for you to beat, and were these, especially Night Beam and Night Beam and MST, pretty helpful in those scenarios?
These were always good going first. I usually sided these out going second for like twisters, and I'll show you my side deck. But like, this is the perfect ratio going first, because either if I'm going first, this is something to pitch with Monk, and if I'm going second, this is good. You know, I've kept this in going second too. It's just dependent on the matchup. Like, this is good against going second against Mermails because they're usually T-setting like the whole time. So it's T-set like Abyss Sphere and the Land, or if they set 2, I'll just Sphere 1, a Night Beam 1, and the other one's probably Skill Drain. So I save these, obviously, against that matchup. Like,
makes sense. Yeah, it seems really good against the Mermails.
Yeah, this is really, really good. This hit a bunch of stuff. In my round, I think 11 or something, in the Infernity mirror match, I activated my Night Beam, rolled a dice, and I hit a Solemn Warning with it. So, like,
whoops.
This was really good. This is really, really good. And this used to be Upstart Goblin, but Upstart Goblin is a blank card, and I'd rather this be the blank card. Like,
also, does it bother you that like Archfiend misses timing off that? Does it have a little bit to do with your decision to switch that?
No, because Upstart has other uses. Just I would play that.
Sure. Okay. Understood.
Yeah. Double Instant Fusion. This is really good for extending your Monk plays when it gets Veilered. Like, they Veilor your Monk, you just Instant Fusion and you keep looping.
So you don't care about minusing?
No, just find the loop. 3 Barrier, 3 Break, Mainly because you're playing the Labyrinth, you can, like, if you open one, you can keep searching, and so you can extend the game. And you want 3. I like, a lot of players like 2. I don't agree. I like 3 because it's an easy side out too.
How bad do you think that'll hurt when that goes to 1 next format?
It just changes the deck's play style. Like, now you got to worry about recovery, and this is far more like valuable now, where you can kind of like break barrier, like something that may not be that problematic. Now you have to really save it.
It's kind of like Solemn Judgment.
Yeah, you have to save it. Yeah. So, double breakthrough. This was awesome. I decided to play this over Phoenix Chain, mainly because Exciton plus MST like will just wreck you, especially since you're committing everything to the board. And this takes care of like Gaios and like Abyss Dweller, which will stop your Stygian plays. This takes care of the Kagasuchi during your turn. Arc Knight, Zen mains, you can break through skill and go off. So I really like this, and it's two negations. So just the 1-0s, no battle phase traps, just all summon stoppers.
Sure. Did you miss Mirror Force or?
No, not once. I never once, because you play dragons, they're making Stardust or Spark Dragon, they're popping your back row before they even enter the battle phase. It just sits there dead. I'd rather have something live that I can always play, like
and
something.
Also, you play 3 breaks, so it's almost like playing it regardless.
Right. It's like I want something that's reactive at all times. I don't want like a crappy battle phase trap that's getting popped before they enter the battle phase. Like Bujins are going to dodge whatever you try to do. Geargias are just going to trap stun you, 7 tools you. All the matchups, Fire Fist have Gorilla, they're just going to pop your stuff, and all the recovery in Fire Fist, so battle phase traps don't really get you anywhere.
Sure. That makes sense.
I just rather have Effect Negation and search these and just go off.
So is that your second MVP then?
Which one? Breakthrough?
Breakthrough?
Yeah, Breakthrough, definitely.
Okay, awesome. And then did you get a feature match today?
Yeah, I got a feature, but it was in Battle Pack. I lost it. So, I mean, it was Battle Pack. It wasn't really like a feature.
Did you lose in top 16 in Battle Pack?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the extra deck.
The extra? You want the side?
Sure, we'll do side first.
Okay.
Side first.
Double Twister, these came in all day.
Card's so good right now.
Double Swords, I sided in against Constellars, never saw it.
This guy's just straight up a man. Like, do you see this? Like, do you see this shit? Like, did you ever just put this in play and yell, game?
No, I never drew it.
Oh, you never drew it? So it sucked.
It was, I mean, it's a good card.
Yeah,
I like it. Right. I like it in theory, I just never drew it.
Okay.
Double Debunk, I never sided this in.
Do you think that was a mistake? Because I heard you talking about that earlier. Not for it to be the card mistake, but
it didn't go like my side theory. My side theory was if I was going first, I didn't side. Like I literally didn't put a single side card in almost in any matchup. If I was going first, I put my sideboarded all my 15 back out and put my original main deck back in.
To say the least, you went second quite a lot.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's what happens when you win.
DNA Surgery, I sided this in against Bujins once. This wasn't very good. I mainly was scared of Prophecy because they're my worst matchup.
Oh yeah, that matchup can be really rough.
Because Fate is an absolute monster against me, but I didn't really side that much. But
well, if you do open up well and you have break, a lot of times you can win it regardless.
Yeah. Double Horn for Geargia.
Like I sided him. Evil Swarms?
Yeah, I sided him, never saw it. Didn't play Evil Swarms. Overwork's obvious. This came in quite a few times, like especially when I was going second.
How did you feel about it? A lot of people cut it because it feels like it's a pretty mediocre card. How did you feel about it?
Because like I don't want to play battle phase traps. This is essentially like a trap hole.
Like needle stealing back.
Yeah, like it stops them from like pushing into my board, and that's all I really care about. Like,
makes sense.
Yeah. Double Dust. This came in a lot. This was really good.
Double Dust and Double Twister.
Double Dust and Double Twister. These came in a lot.
So was Dust if you went first and Twister if you went second?
Dust was if I went. No, if I went first, I wasn't siding.
At all?
Pretty much ever. Against Bujins, though, I would side this going second or first regardless because Kaiser and Decree.
Kaiser Decree's too good.
Yeah, but I usually, if I'm going first, I'm keeping my main board in. If I'm going second, these come in or these come in. Either one.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
And Soul Drain. I only play one Mermail. So
only one Mermail, huh?
Yeah, only one Mermail. I mean, lots of fire.
You want to play all the Mermail, though.
Yeah, I have a really good fire and Mermail matchup.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the extra deck.
The extra. Double Lava Chain. Double Direwolf. Double Evier.
Ooh, ultis too.
Arc. Maestroke. Corn. Abyss Dweller. Cowboy. Key Beetle.
What are you doing, Scrub? Where's your giant hand?
Evil Swarm Ouroboros. And then I played Dark Fire. This should be Camion Wizard, but I couldn't get one. Infusionist.
So, you weren't able to get Exciton Knight. I'm guessing that's why this is a thing?
I did not play Exciton Knight through all 12 rounds. And Actually, if I had Exciton Knight, I probably would have cut it Black Ship, because this is important with the field spell, because this is a 23 beater under the field spell.
That's very true, yeah.
That can't be destroyed by battle phase traps, like like I'm saying, like a Mirror Force and stuff. So this gets the boost from the field spell, so I wouldn't cut this. I'd probably cut Corn.
How was Ouroboros? That's kind of interesting. I don't see very many people play that.
Yeah, I once again, I only played this because like I probably didn't have an Exciton. This might have got cut or this. It would have
Is
been
101 a card that you might consider playing 2 of in the future?
Yeah, 101's really good. But I actually made Ouroboros against Paul Clark. He's a really cool guy. He was really cool.
Serious Treeborn Frog.
Yeah, he was really cool. But actually, like, I told him, I was like, this is not the optimal play, but I'm gonna make it anyways because I haven't made it all day. And so I made the Ouroboros in game 3, and it was a fun card, but I didn't make it except once.
And that was in your top 32 match?
That was in top 32.
And you beat Paul Clark, huh?
Yeah, but he's really good. He's a good player.
He's a good player.
Yeah, he's really good.
Well, any stories?
Night Beam against the Infernity Mirror was really pro because he set 3 back row, and I was like, I have my Night Beam in hand, and I was like, well, I have a loop too. And I had like Monk and like a Stygian, and I was gonna go off if I could resolve it. And I go, I bet most of those are bluffs, or he's playing like I am. And so I rolled the dice just to let the fate decide what the Night Beam was gonna hit. And it rolled on a 1, and I hit a Solemn Warning, and I went off and blew him away. So
any really regrets, and what was your one loss to?
I would not have played Transmodify. I wanted Lance. There were a lot of times where Transmodify was Lance. I would have like 2-0'd a lot of people. My best matchup.
What'd you lose to? Because you were X1 after Swiss, right?
Yeah, I was X1 after Swiss. I lost to Constellars. The guy opens Thunder King. I opened the field spell to run it over, so I tried to run it over and he safe zoned it. So.
Oh, safe zoning Thunder King against you seems like a pretty dirty play.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then I dug it on him game 2, and then game 3 he opened Pleiades, Macro Cosmos, and Full House. And then so I was trying
to... So you accidentally lost that one.
Yeah, I was trying to grind through it, and then he just kept bouncing my back row, and then he full housed me because he tinkied for his Kaus, and then I was...
Full house is so disgusting.
Yeah, I was kind of done after that. But it was sad because he ended up going 6-3 and dropping, so I was like, wow.
You're like, wow. I'll top 16 without you then.
Yeah, so, but my fire matchup was really, really good. Fire was easy. Because anytime they go like card car, I have break for it, which like you can't Phoenix Chain the card car because they'll distribute it and get their draws anyway.
Yeah,
so I would just like I'd break through their card.
Why not Valor it? No, I'm just kidding.
I'd break through their card car, and then he can have breaks for Wolf Barks, barriers to stop other stuff, and Night Beam. So that was it. But yeah, I had a fun time. X1 after Swifts. So.
Thanks a lot for your profile. I appreciate it. And what's your name one more time?
My name's Miles Valentino.
All right. And this is your first top?
Yeah, first top.
All right. Congratulations, man. Thanks for doing the deck profile.
Can I get a couple shout outs real quick?
Go for it.
All right. I got to shout out my boy Colby Bloomstrom. He's a Houston area duelist. He taught me pretty much how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Shout out to my teammate back home, Weston Ehrlich. He's been my teammate for a long time. He helps me out a lot. Shout out to all the guys from KC, Alex, Brady, Ian, Jalen. Shout out to Dad back in KC. Shout out to Game Cafe. Dickinson, Texas. They have a card shop there called Ye Old Card Shop. They're really small card shop, but they're really nice people. Strike Zone in Houston. I play there a lot. Everyone there made me better. That's a great locals. And if I'm missing or forgetting about AJ Jones, remember AJ Jones? He's a really good player. And but yeah. So if I missed anyone, I'm sorry. I'll get you. Oh, I remember Spencer Stroud and Chris back home in Cosmic Comics in Dallas, Texas. So yeah, all those guys. But yeah.
Shout outs and everything, and congratulations once again, and thanks for doing the profile for us. That's TR Bailey signing out. Peace, guys.